Hey creators, I'm Cynthia Gugian Fisher of Creative You. Welcome to Sharing Saturday. Each Saturday, I'll share a quick tip, project, or topic for discussion on the Polymer Clay Learning Club Facebook page. In this video, I'll show how to make polymer clay shank buttons with the craft cover button kit. To make the buttons, you'll need a Dritz craft cover button kit, some scrap clay, clear or translucent clay, a tissue blade, a craft knife, and a texture sheet. I'll put links to the products that I used in the video description. I used Dritz brand craft cover button kit to make my buttons. The kit contains button shells as well as button backs with shanks and plain unembellished backs. The kit has a clear template for cutting cloth to the correct size for the buttons. The kit also has a clear button mold and a pusher. The pusher is used to insert the plain or shank backs into the button. To make polymer clay buttons, you'll need the button shells and the plain or shank backs. You'll also need the mold and the pusher. But the template is too large. A round cutter that's about the same size as your button shell will work much better than the template. Creating a veneer for the buttons is super easy. Start by chopping up some pretty scrap clay. Then press the clay into a log. Slice the log into pieces, about 1/8 of an inch thick. Line the slices up next to each other, forming a veneer. Then roll over the pieces with your acrylic roller. You only need to roll long enough to get the pieces to adhere to one another. Then put your pieces through your pasta machine at your medium setting. Apply some liquid clay to the top of your button shell. I'm using an applicator here, but you can use your fingers. Remember, you don't need very much liquid clay at all. Use your cutter to cut a circle of clay from the scrap veneer. Place the clay onto the button shell. Press the clay onto the button and over the sides. Use your thumbs to press from the center outwards. This will remove any air bubbles. Then use your fingers to gently press the clay over the sides of the button. Once the button is covered, you can use a texture sheet to apply a texture to the button. Now this step is optional, but it is a great way to avoid sanding. Use your texture sheet to hold on to the button while you trim away excess clay from the inside. Holding on with the texture sheet will prevent you from flattening any texture you already applied. Once you've trimmed away the excess clay, retexture if necessary, and cure the button top at the manufacturer's recommended time and temperature. Once it's cured and cooled, apply some liquid clay to the inside of the button. Cut 2 circles from a coordinating color of clay. Place one of the circles of clay inside the button. Press down with your fingers and thumb to remove any air bubbles. Place the button in the button mold. Then place the shank inside the button. Finally, use the pusher to push the shank into the button. You can take it out of the pusher if you need to. Once the shank back is in place, add a little liquid clay. Place the second circle of coordinating clay over the button shank. Press down firmly with your thumbs and your fingers to allow the shank to break through and to press out any air bubbles. Then use the texture sheet to texture the circle. Finally, use a tissue blade or your X-Acto knife to trim away any excess clay. Then, cure the button at the manufacturer's recommended time and temperature. And that's it. It's a super easy and quick project. If you make any buttons, please share them on the Polymer Clay Learning Club Facebook group and tag me. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to join us on the Polymer Clay Learning Club Facebook page. Until next time, keep creating.